And you represent a specification of the consciousness in time and place. And through the specifications of your personal life, you are to abstract the immortal, to experience through the vicissitudes of your mortality, your eternity. That's the whole goal here. Here we have from 2000 BC an Indian little stamp seal showing a figure in yoga posture. And here are the two Ida and Pingala serpents right back 2000 BC, so that we have 4,000 years of interior exploration in India, which we're going to find out a little bit about in following the Kundalini. And here now, this is important, at the same date, 2000 BC, in Mesopotamia, this is a libation cup of King Gudea of Lagash in Mesopotamia, and when you explode it, look what you find. This is the symbol that is on this vase. King Gudea of Lagash, one of the cities of Sumer, 2000 BC, in the period of the Sumerian Renaissance after the earlier Semitic invasions. Two lion birds, these are what later are known as cherubim, opening the portals of a shrine. And within the shrine, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, the two interlocking serpents with the channel up here. This is the earliest sign in the world, as far as we know, of the caduceus of Hermes, Mercury. Now, who is Hermes? Who is Mercury? Hermes is the guide of souls to knowledge of immortal life. It's the same principle represented as the one that is represented here. So, the popular cherubim who guard the gate of paradise, the two cherubim that God placed at the gate of paradise to keep man away from the tree of immortal life, these two cherubim here are now opening the portal so you can go in, and here is the tree of life under which the Buddha sat. And where is that tree? It's right in every one of us. So you don't have to go to Bodh Gaya. If you are interpreting this whole thing purely materially, not spiritually, you will go to Bodh Gaya. This is a folk art. These are called Nagakals, or serpent stones. There's a perfect caduceus. This is in the little town Trivandrum, a little city, Trivandrum in southwest India. These are composed by folk artists. They're put in the water to receive the power of the water, which has fire in it, because the fire is what gives it its fertilizing character. And then they're placed under the tree. Here they are under the tree. And here's some Brahminical people. Now, when I was in Kashmir, I came upon this ruined temple, and in the middle of it, this object here, that is a yoni. That's a symbol of the female organ. And in a temple devoted to the goddess, that is the altar. And I went into one such temple in Kanjivaram with some Indian friends. We brought fruit and so forth as offering. And the priest then took the red powder that women put on their foreheads and dusted it into the yoni, reciting the 108 names of the goddess. Now, 108 times 4 is 432, and that's the number of years in a cycle of time. And the goddess is the cycle of time. The number always ends up as 9. 4, 3, and 2 add up to 9. And she is time. She is the womb. 9 is the grain, you might say, of her movement. And I was waked up this morning by the ringing of the Angelus, which rings 9 times and then 9 times again. What it is talking about, the Angelus when it rings, is the conception by Mary of the Christ child, the pouring of eternal energy into the field of time. That's what the Angelus is. That's what the 108 names of the goddess. It's all one story. And here now is a lingam. This is in the Elephanta cave in Bombay, the energy of the god. So these are the two symbols of the ultimate energies, the male and the female energies, both of which come into separation in the field of time, and neither of which exists transcendent of time. But that which breaks them into the field of time is the female power. So the goddess in this mythology is the high power. This is from China. 1, 2, 3.5. 3.5 turns of the serpent power. It's exactly the Kundalini. It's in bronze from China, the period of the contending states. Now this puts it around 5th century BC, about the time of Confucius, and this is earlier than any indication of the Kundalini in the symbolism of India. Here we go to Rome. This is the 50 AD, the period of Caligula. There's our serpent related to the moon. Serpent sheds a skin, moon sheds a shadow. This is the basket, or sacred object of the goddess Isis. I'm presenting these to show that what I'm going to be talking about covers the whole of Eurasia, all the way from Rome to China. And it's only in India that it was brought to full expression and elucidation through the experiences and analyses of these yogic masters.
Once again, Campbell has made the connection. The themes expressed in Kundalini Yoga had been reflected in cultures across the globe. Join us next time when Joe follows the path of the Kundalini up through our psychological centers.